I'd like to welcome Purdue University President Mitch Daniels, and we're going to get right into it. As former governor of Indiana, sir, the National Association of State Budget Officers, NASBO, just released a report saying state spending topped $2 trillion in fiscal 2018 for the first time. And one of the big rises was Medicaid, darn close to 30%, 10% higher than a decade ago. What do you see in your crystal ball as a former governor with regard to that trajectory and some of these costs that states have very little control over?
Well, I wouldn't agree they don't have control. Some of them have made choices that are going to lead to a loss of control in the future. There's nothing new, Rick, about in too many states, Medicaid devouring a large portion of the budget, crowding out education, higher education, transportation, and other important functions. And many states have made deals under the so-called Obamacare legislation, which are going to cause their costs to escalate dramatically in the future. So this trend that the organization points out today is likely to accelerate, not be temporary.
All right, let's even move higher up the food chain, shall we? Let's go from state to federal. As a former OMB director, the last budget for this president required a deal with the devils on spending. Basically, it was bipartisan because the military and taxes, everybody walked away a winner. For the upcoming budget in February, this president said 5% cuts on domestic agencies across the board. A, do you think that can happen? And B, is it enough?
B is easy to answer. No, it isn't close to enough. It's probably a good idea. In many cases, you ought to go much deeper, identify things that are obsolete or have simply failed year after year. But the fundamental reality, and everybody in Washington knows it, you're not going to do anything to avert the debt disaster we're headed for until you reform and actually save the safety net programs. Anybody who cares about senior citizens, about the future of Medicare, should be demanding major changes right now in those programs. Otherwise, they're going to go broke and fail the people they are meant to serve. And meanwhile, they're going to take this nation over a Niagara of debt that is going to lead to some very unfortunate reports on your show in the future economically.